Yo, what's up? Sebastian Pearson here, and today we will be talking about reasons why you should not follow a regular BroSplit program. Now, I went over in the last video the reasons why a BroSplit program is ineffective, but the first reason why a BroSplit program is ineffective is because it contains too few patterns. Now, since this is a video where I give out all my knowledge and I don't have any subscribers, I'm simply going to tell you that there's more patterns than the squat bench and the pull and the squat bench, the pull and the deadlift. There's significantly more patterns. There's actually 3 more patterns. Now, I'm not gonna tell you the name of those patterns because that would be silly. They are very easy to find out what those patterns are. But essentially, if you wanna have a correct workout program, you need to be training all your patterns equally, and that's just the beginning of it. Now, how many sets and reps and how many days a week, how you're going to be working out is going to be dependent on the type of diet you're on, the amount of testosterone that you can produce, and generally how your body's functioning. Now, I pretty much have made my body used to being on a carnivorous diet, meaning that I function much better using my muscles as opposed to using my brain for doing daily errands. For example, people might think I'm strange because I use my muscles when I walk as opposed to using just pure energy to move myself forward. I try to move as efficiently and use as little energy as possible and use as much muscle mass as possible, in the same way that animals such as cats and other animals, they typically try to conserve as much energy. They never do any excessive movements, and that's the way that the body responds when you're on a carnivorous diet. Now, the reason why that is important is because when it comes to your workout program, you really want to figure out how many days in a row you can train the same workout, and you also want to find out how many sets you can do. Now, for me, I like to do everything 3 times, so if I go for jog, I do that 3 times in a row. Why? Because once you prime your nervous system for the first jog, then the 2 second jogs are going to be easy, because if you have good muscle memory like I have, your body remembers the first time very easily and can easily perform the same task 2 times more, and that's because I have a high amount of muscle mass, and it takes a long time before my nerve signals break down. So depending on the strength of your nervous system, if you're a regular person who never works out, who just does normal things, your nervous system signals and your nervous system cordings is not going to be as strong as they could be, because you haven't produced growth hormone in that direction. Now, growth hormone can do a lot of things. It can grow the body, but it can also build stronger signals and adapt in a different way. At least that's the way I think it works. But the reason why I can train the same thing 3 times in a row is because I have strong nervous system connections and I also have strong muscular connections. With that said, for example, today or the last days I've been training my back 3 days in a row. So the way this works is the first workout is like it's a good workout, but it's not good as the last workout, because I get better with every workout, and it's not like I'm building muscle from these 3 workouts, but these 3 workouts actually combine into one workout at the end of the day, and then I switch over to something else and I've accumulated a damage on my body that I can then recover from, as opposed to, for me, it's not enough with one workout to fatigue the pull patterns. I need 3 workouts for each pattern, or for depending on what kind of a workout I'm doing. So that means that I'm training all my patterns 3 times, and that leaves me with more room for recovery for the actual nervous system as opposed to my muscle mass, because your nervous system takes a long time to recover from one workout. Typically your nervous system is involved with your ligaments and other stuff in your body. So if you're training one muscle group to failure, that means that not only does your muscles have to recover, but you have to build stronger ligaments, you have to build stronger bones in that area in order for that muscle to recover. And if you cannot make that area more effective in your body, then there's no point in further working out, because you're not going anywhere, you're just making damage on your body. And if you cannot grow new nerve endings from that workout, that means that you will not be able to recover from that. So with that said, that is how I work out. But the main focus on this video is that you need to figure out ways to let your nervous system heal while at the same time getting efficient muscle growth. And everyone is different. Now this is the way my body works, but you might be able to rotate them more frequently. And I used to sort of be able to do that, but I find that it's not still too much nervous system activation for me to do different workouts all the time. It burns too much glucose in my case, whereas other people might not have any problems with burning that much glucose. And this is going hand in hand with what Paul Chek says about like polar types and equatorial types. If you can handle a lot of carbohydrates in your diet, then you can train your nervous system all the time, because the brain heals a lot faster if you can handle more carbohydrates, because you can just refill it and it will recover. But if you're a carnivore, that means that you're not efficiently burning using glucose, and you need to figure out ways to get the muscle stimulation in without burning up your glucose. So when it comes to your new workout program, what you want to have is a program with all the patterns. You want to figure out how your body works. You want to figure out different exercises. You want to figure out frequencies. How many times in a row can you train? How hard can you train? How many sets you can do? These are all things to take into consideration, but there's a lot of variables to be had. Like, you don't have to do all your 10 reps in one movement. You can just do 1 rep, and the rest is called a cluster set, which is something I'm going to be talking in my next video. But that's it for this video. Peace.